Okay, so today I thought we would talk about how to write a perfect 3 point paragraph. Now, you actually have been practicing for this all year already, so I don't want you to freak out. Your first sentence is going to be your introduction or your thesis statement sentence. You've been working on thesis statements for weeks, so I feel like we're already set up for that. Your evidence sentences are going to be the pieces of evidence that you find from the text. So whenever you copy a sentence word for word from the text and you put a prove it statement before it, just like you already learned. What we're really adding on now are these paired explanation sentences. So this is the overall view of the paragraph. Each thing listed is a sentence. So your first sentence of a paragraph is a thesis statement. Then you have your evidence with the prove it statement at the beginning, then an explanation sentence. 1, 2, and 3. You'll notice that your thesis statement should have 3 parts to it, and that we've been finding 3 pieces of evidence every time we've been looking for evidence. That's because you want to connect those quotes to your thesis statement. We'll get there eventually. So, scrolling through this, if you don't know how to write a thesis statement, here is how. We have a video over it also that also shows this little graphic, but it's a good reminder, or if you're doing your work super late at night, it's a way to just be like, oh, I do know what I'm doing. So you want to answer the question, literally use the word because, and then give 3 reasons why your question is correct. We always do 3 reasons because we always find 3 pieces of evidence. So if I said, what is the best season? If you were writing a thesis statement, you would say, winter's the best season because it is cold, we get to drink hot chocolate, and there's a chance of snow days. So, what is a piece of evidence? You've already been working on that. It comes from the text. It has to match with one of the 3 points of your thesis statement, and you put a prove it statement before it. The part that we're learning now is the explanation. It comes from your own brain explaining how that quote connects to your thesis statement. You'll feel like they're very obvious. And why do I have to write this down? It already said it word for word. But it's a good way to get your writing formatted correctly. And then lastly, we have a conclusion sentence. And so a conclusion sentence pulls together the main idea of the paragraph in a single sentence. It also provides like a mic drop ending. So you want to make sure that your conclusion sentence doesn't introduce anything new. You don't want to be like, oh, by the way, this too. You just want to use different words than you used in your introduction. So if your thesis statement said, my grandfather is a very special person because he takes me fishing, loves to make jokes, and is a great listener, your conclusion sentence could say, my grandfather makes sure that I know how much he loves me. Same point, different wording. Today, more than anything, we are going to focus on these explanation sentences because this part we should already know how to do. I will create another video explaining how to do these better.